Very nice period piece of antique blue and white china here, a serving platter in a very nice shape. A little over 13.5 inches by 11 inches wide, stands about 1.5 inches to the rim. And this is Warranted Staffordshire, example of pearlware. This is made by Elkin and Newbon. And let me show you the marks on the rear and talk you through this piece. Let's just have a look at the front before we move over there. All the elements of the Blue Willow pattern. Nice characteristic elements in there. I'm doing a video at the moment just bringing everyone's attention to the very subtle differences that occur in different versions of the Blue Willow, because every factory had a slightly different block print and design, and when you start looking closely at these things you start to notice things like the shape of the bird's wings, the detailing on the lovebirds, their tails. This one's quite characteristic with its fish-like sort of splayed tails. They vary quite considerably, as do the masts on the boats, the tree designs. This tree quite often is missing or absent on some designs. The tree here, the main tree, not the willow but the one above the pagoda, quite often has 3 layers. This one has 4. And again, lots of subtle differences that can help you identify these china designs if they're unmarked. But this one, thankfully, is beautifully marked. Just let me see if I can get that in focus for you to have a look at. There we go. Warranted Staffordshire. Now, no maker's marks, you think, part of the design, but just look here, E and N for the factory of manufacture. Almost miss being printed on the plate itself at all. This isn't heavy. I mean, it's more earthenware than ironstone, and pearlware quite often from these dates, you pick it up and you're expecting it to weigh a good deal more than it does do. Just let me see if I can get the focus back on this one. So as platters go, this is quite a lightweight version. It's in very good condition, a little bit of glaze crazing as you'd expect with a piece of this age. A few little knife marks on the surface, but by and large this one's been very well cared for and looked after. A few little bits of sticker that have just got to be removed from here where it's come through auction. And a little bit on the glaze here. You just see this? I mean, these all add to the pattern. These little inclusions that are fired into the glaze and then remain there forevermore. And this little bit here, again, bubbling in the glaze here with a little nicking. This could have been in a wire rack at some stage, but there's no other evidence on any of the rims to suggest that. So I don't know why that would be the case. That probably is a manufacturing issue that's occurred. And just see here where the transfer's just slightly slipped. When you start looking at these things, you start to see all these imperfections that just give these genuine old pieces that real patina and their uniqueness, which makes them such a fantastic thing to collect and display. A beautiful piece of antique Staffordshire, a nice size display, very usable, nice condition, and available for sale from the Vintage and Antiques website. If you're interested in Blue Willow, we're in the final production elements of comparing 3 large platters and the variations that occur within the design on Willow, and how to use those to identify the period or date range and the factory of production. So do have a look out on the YouTube channel for that video that's coming over the next few days. Put a description link below which will take you through to the listing for this platter. It's going on sale on the Vintage and Antiques website here from the UK. Happy to ship this one internationally because it doesn't weigh an absolute ton. One of those big ones. I think we're approaching 4 kilograms. I'm not looking forward to having to safely pack that up and dispatch it halfway around the world, but we'll manage it, I'm sure. Thanks for watching.